Good day, Excel fanatics, and people who were emotionally blackmailed into opening Excel. Today, we're going to look at how to make your boring Excel table, yes, the one that looks like it was designed by a depressed calculator, visually more pleasing and easier to read. Over here, for example, instead of just having a table filled with endless numbers, which, let's be honest, look about as meaningful as your phone bill, you can see that the Excel fairy has waved her magic wand and added gradient bar charts inside each cell. These bars move toward the right and directly correspond to the relative size of the number inside that cell. Bigger number, bigger bar. Revolutionary stuff? Suddenly, the data makes sense. It's like Excel learned how to speak human. It immediately makes the data easier to read and compare to its neighboring cells, instead of squinting at numbers and whispering, I think this one's bigger. Maybe? There are many other visual options available. Here's a table with traffic light symbols because nothing says corporate decision-making like red, amber, green. Or you can have arrows going up and down depending on what figures are inside each cell, perfect for dramatic presentations in a high-stakes meeting inside a sat-nav corporation. You can also combine shading with symbols, but reserve that for when you want to confuse your grandparents and assert dominance at family gatherings. So, to avoid wasting further time, and because Excel already wastes enough of our lives, let's get started. Here we have a table full of 5-year profit and loss accounts for a series of market stalls. Select the cells that we want shading in. Now go up to the ribbon and make sure you're on the Home tab. Yes, Home, where Excel pretends everything is welcoming and friendly. Move across to Conditional Formatting. This opens up a whole buffet of visual chaos. Here you've got data bars. If you hover over each option, Excel previews them directly in your selected cells, like it's saying, "Try me, I taste sweet." If you go down to color scales, you'll see different color ranges. And then you've got icon sets arrows going up and down in various colors, or arrows that are completely grayed out because we're an inclusive company. Also because some stakeholders can't afford color printing. For now, let's go with this shading here. This column is losses, so obviously red, like danger, or your bank balance after Christmas. And that's it. Voila! Excel instantly gives us shaded bars that correspond with the numbers inside each cell. Magic. Spreadsheet sorcery. Let's do the same for the profit column. Select the necessary cells. Go back to conditional formatting. Color scales. And let's pick this one. Now, important thing to remember. Excel thinks it's smart. The colors are being selected automatically, and Excel has opinions, most of them wrong. Before finishing your project, make sure the formatting actually matches the story your data is telling. Here, Excel decided the highest number, 82%, which is positive, should be red, and the lowest number, minus 15%, should be green. So apparently, losing money is good news now. Thanks, Excel. Very reassuring. Yes, you can still see the range, but Excel has clearly had a logic breakdown. The lowest number should be red, and the highest should be green. This isn't abstract art. So let's teach Excel a firm but loving lesson. Select cells G5 to G14, click Conditional Formatting, then Manage Rules. A mysterious window appears showing all the rules you've unleashed upon these cells. Select the rule you want to change, and click Edit Rule. At the bottom, you can customize your colors, change the green to a heavy orange so the font is readable, and swap the red to green. Nope, hate that. That hideous orange is too close to yellow. I don't like it any more than I like smelling my grandmother's socks after hiking day. Change that fiery orange to red. Let's see what happens. Remember, nothing in Excel is permanent, not even the price tag. Now, Excel recognizes the single negative value in our profits column. Brick Lane Street Food is in the red. The highest profit, 82%, is a deep green. Everything else sits comfortably in between. The shading reflects the average range, from minus 15% to plus 82%. And that is how you make Excel charts more interesting and slightly less soul-destroying. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more entertaining tutorials, or support me by buying my very funny book. It's like Excel, but with fewer cells and more jokes.